there, I'm Naepta, and welcome to the 22nd episode of our Scarlet Post-Game. We are going to run around and have a little bit more fun this time. We are going to do probably a little bit of kind of hop, skipping, and jumping around because I cannot believe we spent the entire episode last time and didn't find anything. Like, not a single one. Like, what do we gotta do to find ourselves some stuff? So we are going to start off by checking out what is this raid location, because I feel like, okay, fire. 4 stars, fire. I don't think that's going to count as one of the high-level raids they were talking about. I'm pretty sure those have got to be the 5-star. Maybe I should try them anyways? I don't know. We're going to kind of just coast around here a little bit more and keep hunting for more of these lovely spikes. I feel like there's gotta be... they've gotta be around here somewhere. I'm thinking maybe there'll be one in the desert. Ooh, okay, 5-star poison. We have our normal type here, which has a ground move, which is good against poison. So I think we're gonna go ahead... Actually, let's change our Pokemon and let us bring Gloria, because Gloria is a ground type, and that should be good against poison. I wish we had a steel type. And I think this is our best bet. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's give Gloria a shot here. We get Stab Bulldoze. That should be pretty good. We'll see how we do. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to accept that maybe I do actually need help from real humans instead of from the AIs. But I feel like it's gotta be, you know, doable. Maybe we just need to do some of the lower level raids, get some candies, and then destroy stuff with like a level 100. Because we were pretty close last time on some of them. Alright, what we got going on? I don't love the fact that we've got, you know, Dialga, because Dialga gets some poison moves, so it might actually have some stuff that it can use that's advantage with. It's not very much damage. Oh boy. Oh, come on, you get the confusion? I didn't think about the fact that it was going to have water moves. This is a terrible idea. Come on, Gloria. We are holding our own right now. We keep dropping its speed, which I guess is good. Ouch. I think I'm gonna do a healing move. Assuming that, you know, things survive this. I wonder if that Dylan's, yeah, let's go ahead and do a healing move. And hopefully get good HP back for everybody. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, we're not winning this. Already, like... yeah. As soon as we spawn back in, we'll just leave. This is not happening. I think let's go ahead and we'll do some of the lower level raids as we run around looking for things. And see how we go with that. That's going to be much better. This is not happening. Can't even pretend. Let me leave. Come on. Exit. Stage right. Thank you. Alright, let's see what we got around. We're gonna go look at the desert and see if we can find... I feel like there's gotta be stakes somewhere in the desert. Like, look at all these lovely rock formations. I don't think we've climbed to the top of all of them. So we're gonna do that. And... see if we can find some more stakes. Alright, what we got? Oh, we got a Pokeball. Rare candy. I mean, I was just talking about leveling up my Pokemon, so I guess that's fitting. We got Taunt. Alright, what else is up here? Looking like a lot of nope. Okay, there's a Pokeball down here. Full restore, okay. Is this like an actual trail where we could have like actually come up here earlier? No, okay. I feel like there might be another like little section right up here. So let's just skirt up here. Yeah, see? More stuff. No cool stakes, but I think that's going to be the plan, guys. We are going to kind of super speed for a bit, so I will be back with you if we find anything exciting. But otherwise, I will not subject you to all of this hunting and searching. Because yeah, there's lots of area to explore. If I find anything, you'll be the first to know about it. Technically, you'd be the second to know about it, because I obviously get to find out first. So as you can see here, we do spend quite a while running in circles around this desert. We've gotten to pick up a couple of TMs, we get to find a couple more items. Items are always lovely. And then for some reason, I decide that I really want this Earthworm. I have no clue why, but while I was playing it, 100% had to catch this thing. And you will see that it takes us quite a few attempts. This was one stubborn Earthworm. I actually spent a good portion of the battle thinking that it was going to knock itself out with recoil before I managed to catch it, because I, as per my usual, wanted to catch it in a Pokeball, and she was not interested in a Pokeball. We tried putting her to sleep, we tried just lowering her health. She just was very, very stubborn. And you can see how many times she kind of head faked me into thinking that we were going to catch this thing, and just no, she was not interested. But we do eventually catch her, as you can see, and then our exploration of the desert can resume. We fly over to these other rocks, and up top here, we find a lovely Tera Raid, which is a 5-star Tera Raid, and it's a ground Pokemon with a flying type Tera. And so I'm thinking, Wyatt's got a pretty good shot at this, because we've got the electric stab against the flying type, and we're flying types, so we've got the advantage of not being hit by the ground moves. And you'll actually see that he keeps using counter, and we're a special attacker. So this is, you know, looking pretty optimistic in my opinion. We've got some good allies, though unfortunately they do keep using physical moves, so you'll see that they get knocked out a couple times each, I think. But Wyatt, for the most part, is hanging strong, doing damage. You'll see we actually are ahead of the timer bar, which feels really nice after how many Tera Raids we've failed earlier. So, always nice to be making progress. But then the shield happens. And when the shield's up, I'm beginning to worry. Because there's a lot of HP, and it's not going down, and the timer's going down. And it's looking kind of dicey, but we've got, you know, our shield broke finally, and we're making good progress. Unfortunately, Wyatt does go down, but since this is the very first time he fainted, he does come back up pretty quickly, and we are able to seal the deal and actually defeat one of these 5-star Tera Raids. Is this the raids that we're supposed to be doing for the quest? I still don't know that, but at least we are making progress towards it. So we've got a lovely crocodile, so that's always good. Now we get to go back to running around the desert like a crazy person. We've got some more items, but really not finding the one item that we're looking for. These stakes are proving very tricky. I get excited thinking we've got a cave, but no, it's just the den for the Titan. I don't think we ever actually saw this particular... Oh no, we did once, yeah. but still, it's not helpful for our quest. But we will continue on searching hard, hunting and finding, and overall, we do make a very thorough job, if I do say so myself, of clearing out this desert area. So that is... Ooh, and now we finally get to come out of it. That's the desert covered. And I want to check this coastline, because I'm thinking that maybe they did something tricky and they're like halfway hanging out over the ocean, which would be a pretty sneaky spot to put something. But no dice. And then you know me and climbing to the tops of tall things. And I'm all the way up here, and what do I find? They put a gimme ghoul up here. Way up tippy top. But there he was, just hanging out all by himself. And now we're gonna go catch some more items. And we're heading back kind of to an area that we've explored before. We find a Charcadet. Not quite loving this Charcadet. We do go with the play rough, and that is too much power, so it does faint. And then we proceed up this other mountain. We're really enjoying standing on top of things, but I mean, you guys know that. You know to expect that from me at this point. And then we see some go-goats, and then over here we head back up to the top, the very tippy top of yet another mountain. But not all is in vain, because we have searched high and we have searched low, and now we found one! We found one! This one is glowing yellow, but we did at least find one lovely spike today. Yoink. I don't know. I still don't know what the different colors mean. Like before, we've seen purple for sure. We've seen yellow now. I'm assuming that, like, are there different sections? Because right now we're in the west area, and then we found the purple spikes. I think we found 2 or 3 of them for sure that were in the south. And the door definitely had purple on it. So are there multiple doors? That means there's even more spikes to find. But hey, at least we found a spike. I'm excited that we're at least making some form of progress. Speaking of progress, I was pretty excited when we found another 5-star Tera Raid. It's electric, and the Pokemon that it's based off of is, you know, fire. And so I was thinking that Gloria's got a good chance at this. So we send out Gloria. The ground moves do a decent amount of damage, but unfortunately, so does the retaliation. The Incinerate hits really hard. And I think also the fact that we were attacking on the physical side with Bulldoze, it's a Colossal. It's bulky. And the Ancient Power was kind of frustrating, especially when he kept tar-shotting my friends and making them even weaker to fire. It was not a beneficial progress state. And you can see here that we are actually losing ground on the Tera Raid, especially now that that shield is up, and it's not looking good. And so I do end up deciding to exit this battle because there's no point in continuing to try to fight it. We weren't going to take down that Colossal. We do find a Gimmighoul, which is always fun and exciting, and then we go running back around over the countryside as, you know, per the norm. And then we come back and I realize we've actually gone full circle at this point, and we are back where we started the episode at. So obviously we don't need to be there. We've already searched high and low in that area. And so instead, we decide to fly all the way to the other side of the map. And we park it down in South Province because I'm still feeling like the purple stone, or the purple staffs, are hanging out in the south area more than not. So we then begin to hunt there. We find a couple of, you know, wild Pokemon that get in our way. But then we climb up to get a view of the area, and I'm hoping that maybe we'll see the kind of twinkling from up here, but not really having any luck with that. We do want to go ahead and check out kind of this terrain down here, because there's so many nooks and crannies. I figure this might be a good spot for something to be hidden. And we probably need to make a more comprehensive search of this area, but while I am running around up here, do you see it in the distance, glimmering? We found a purple one! Alright. And this one is in East Area 1. So, my previous thought that maybe it was by corner might be crumbled, but it is also, like, south? East. It's, like, right on the hairy edge. But I was standing in east when I pulled it, so I don't know if that blows my theory to smithereens or just as happenstance. So we do then proceed to look through more of the East Province. I do check out a couple of Tera Raids. As you can see, that one was not a type that I thought was going to go well for us. And there are many items that we collect, because, like, seriously, we might as well. It also gives us a pretty good landmark for areas that we've looked at before, because if there's no items, we know we've already swept that area pretty well. That's what I've been using kind of as my guidepost. You can see we check another Tera Raid, decide, nope, not doing that one either. Ooh, we found some TMs, always good. And then we head up this hill again. I really do like the high vantage points. I'm hoping that they can show me that glimmer from a distance. But we do not luck out on any of these hills in here, because we've, you know, been trying really hard. So we at least found 2. So I'm feeling pretty good still about that level of progress. And so we continue our search. We do cover this area pretty well. I'm still not entirely sure if we should be looking for purple in this area or if there's another color. We found, you know, 2 different shades so far. I mean, but any spikes we find is a good spike. And then here you can see that I found a Rotom Tera Raid, and I was pretty excited about that. I've always been a big fan of Rotom, and Ground Tera seems like it'd be pretty useful for this little ghost guy. So we do go ahead and battle with that. Tito has lots of fun flower tricking, as you can see. It's been a while since we've had some fun with Tito, so it was good to get him out. He was our starter after all. And he makes pretty quick work of this Rotom along with our allies. And we of course do catch him because Tera Raids are so successful at catch rates. And then we proceed onwards. At this point, I think we head over towards the coastline a bit more. Oh no, we check one more Tera Raid, then we check the coastline. And we're not really finding much over here. We look at a couple of Tera Raids, but nothing is great that we want. And I figure we'll check the beach. Maybe there's something down here. And then we go along the coastline quite a bit, checking to see if maybe they did something tricky with hiding a, you know, spike right on the very edge of the map. Koraidon struggles a little bit with climbing sometimes. I still haven't figured out when he decides to switch between I'm going to hold the wall with all my might and I'm just going to traipse about on my tippy toes. I really wish he'd just stay in sticking to the wall mode. It's so much easier to traverse when he's doing that. But I guess it is faster when he's in running mode. But, is what it is. And you can see here we find this whole series of trails on the edge of the South Province. And we find some pretty cool items. We find quite a few TMs over here as well. And we search high and low through this area, hoping to encounter more of these spikes. I mean, I'm not going to try and get too greedy. We did find 2 in this episode. We found 0 last time. So we're still doing pretty good. But I don't know how many spikes there are left. I have a feeling it's probably not in the single digits. And so that does not leave me with much optimism. If it takes us, you know, 7 or 8 more episodes to find all these spikes, what are we going to do? So we go over here, and at some point while I'm up top, I begin to notice that it's a bit quieter than it normally is in a Pokemon game. Like, you've been hearing the music that we've been bopping to this whole time. And then all of a sudden, it's just not. It's super spooky when the music goes away. Why is there no music up here? Well, that's kinda creepy. I think we are going to wrap up this episode by flying back to check on that door that we are trying to unlock. And making one last check to see if we're getting closer to unlocking it. I'd really like to be. So we're going to kind of zip over that way. Oh, I'm losing altitude rapidly. Oh, into the river. Okay, splashdown. We're going to go back and check on that door one more time just to kind of see. We did find 2 stakes today. One purple, and I think the other one was green. And I want to see kind of what the status is on that door. I'm hoping that maybe it's even unlocked. That'd be super awesome, but I'm kind of not expecting it to be, as much as I would love for it to be. We did a pretty good... I'm very excited that we at least made some progress on it today. I was beginning to be a little bit concerned that we were never going to find any more stakes. But this game is such a massive area to check. It's kind of crazy. Wait, what is this one? No, we're not messing with that. Okay. Down we go. Alright, so we do have this nice big glowing... Okay, 1 chain left. Just want to yoink it out of the door. Let me out. Okay. The ruinous tablets. Alright, well, it does mean that we probably have at least 1 more stake to go. I'm assuming of a purple variety, just because the door is glowing purple. Hopefully we will find it in the near future. But that is where we will wrap up for today. Thanks you guys so much for joining me once again. I'm Naepta, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later!